Good morning, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is X. I'm a console Overwatch creator. I've been playing Overwatch for a pretty long time. I've been through the ups and downs of Overwatch 2, and I've really been enjoying this game recently. And it feels so fresh right now. It feels amazing. And a lot of people I've talked to felt the same way. And I got a little inspired to make this video on why I think we are in the golden state of Overwatch 2. The Overwatch 2 really hasn't had a golden state up to this point, and it's just felt so amazing. So let me explain a little bit why. Since Overwatch 2 launched back in October of 2022, wait, wow, that feels like yesterday. There was a lot of criticisms of the main game not launching with PvE, and they said they would do that later down the line. Rank feels bad, new characters being locked behind the battle pass, not having a way to get free credits, the 5v5 formatting, which a lot of people did like at the time. A lot of people said it feels fresh, but now we've kind of, the sentiment has changed. And people not having a reason to play because they removed the old leveling system, there's no loot boxes, and the free pass wasn't very good. Now, over time, they took this feedback and reworked a lot of this stuff. A lot of these problems are not an issue anymore and have been solved. So let's get into them. They took back, people said rank feels bad at the time. The rank system was like a weird postcard, like win losses, so you didn't see your exact rank until you had to play 7 rounds or whatever. They changed that, so I think season 9 they reworked, added new rank and more simple UI, so there's no more hidden MMR for some reason, hidden rank. New rank weapon rewards, which we haven't had since we literally had golden weapons for all Overwatch. So we got Jade for the first time, which was really cool, and now we have Galactic added in 2025. So now every year they're going to be doing not only a rank reset, but there will be a really big update that they'll do in January, February, where they'll add new rank rewards, ranked update, really big. Like, they always want to focus on the one in the beginning of the year and the one midway through the year. So ranked feels a lot better, and with hero bans, which I'll get into a little bit later. New heroes are no longer locked down the battle pass. They fought for this for a while, and starting with the new hero Venture in season 10, which was in 2024, we've had all previous heroes released for free. So even if you're a new player, you can get the new heroes, or get every hero for free. There's no more locked behind the battle pass. The one clip of the guy who was losing, so he went, left the match, bought the battle pass, played Malga and won. No more of that. So for the fast 4 heroes, Venture, Juno, Hazard, and the newest edition Freya have all been free, which is very awesome, a very great change. Next up is the free pass in the battle pass. So the free pass got changed, so now you get 1,500 white credits to unlock Overwatch 1 event skins or regular skins per season. So all you have to do is literally play through the battle pass for free. You don't have to own it. You get the 1,500 credits. You can get a skin for pretty much any character. I think every character except for some of the new Overwatch 2 characters have base skins you can unlock. And now if you buy the battle pass too, you get 500 yellow credits, meaning you can get the next battle pass for half off, which is really nice. Or get anything from the shop for however much. And then also, what's really big change is now you can get old mythic skins. They reworked the battle pass, so you can choose to get the mythic skin for the season that is currently happening. You can choose to get the mythic weapon, which usually releases for a different character and midway through the season, or you can get a previous mythic weapon or skin, which is very awesome. So say you're like a really big Tracer fan and you want to get the mythic skin from back in season 5, you can just buy the battle pass, play through it, you get your credits, you can get the mythic skin, which is really awesome. Which is a great change, and their battle passes have gotten a lot better, I will say that too. And then also to formatting. So a lot of the tank players would turn away from the 5v5 formatting. At first it was refreshing, but as time went on, people learned how to counter more specifically, like say you go in Ram into Rhine or whatever, or Rissa and Hog. It put a lot of pressure on the tank role, and a lot of people didn't like playing tank because of that. So back a few seasons ago, they introduced 6v6 into open queue, meaning you can have a maximum of 2 tanks and you can go back to playing 6v6. So what's really nice is being able to have the freedom to be able to choose. So I'll get back into that a little bit later again. More reasons. Also, they made more reasons to play. So a lot of big complaints was like, there's no leveling system, there's no point in playing, there's no rewards. Free rewards that we do get sucked. They changed it, so now we have a whole new hero progression system where you can unlock cosmetics specifically for the heroes, so you can really show off what heroes you play a lot. And this system, it's not like Lord and Rivals where it's like you can get it relatively fast. This takes like time. It like I don't think any character has gotten over level 600 or 700. It takes an insane amount of time, but it shows how much you put into a character, which is awesome. So you want to grind for those. Not to mention they did reintroduce last season loot boxes. So you get 3 a week now, which is really nice. And they do a few events. Oh, hold on, I guess they. So now there's more incentive to play. So it's very, very, very fun, and it's glad. I mean, loot box, and they're also, you cannot purchase loot boxes. You simply get them for free. So just by playing a few matches a week, you get a few loot boxes, which is pretty nice. They took in a lot of the feedback, and they implemented a lot of change throughout the years, which is awesome. So now I'm going to get into why I think it's truly evolved into the Golden State. I think we're in the Golden State of Overwatch 2 because we have the freedom to do whatever we want. We just got introduced to Stadium, which is more, it's for competitive and casual alike, but if you want to break free from the regular same old normal Overwatch, you want to truly like build and customize your character like you would have been able to in PvE. Now you can do that. You can customize and change your hero. They added a bunch of the old scrapped abilities into this mode. And you want to get a fresh take on how to play the game, you can do it in third person, which is really nice for this mode, just because a little bit more is happening on screen. Not to mention, it's the freedom to be able to choose. If you're a tank player, you can either choose, I can play 5v5 and have more buff stats, so I'm like, I have more health, more sustain. But if I want, or I can go play 6v6 in open queue and have another tank there and have less health. Also, I love the open queue aspect too. So say if you're running, you can do triple support and you can have a Mercy Lucio plus a main healer, so you're not struggled by having Mercy Lucio. It's the freedom to be able to choose, and that's why it's so awesome. And I think that's why we're in the Golden State right now. Not only for the freedom of choosing the way or like what game modes to play, you have to choose how you want to play it, what heroes you want to go against. Now, I'm obviously talking about hero bans. Hero bans are a huge introduction rank. It is such a big thing that it's so awesome. So before a match, a team can select a few heroes to ban. They can vote on a few heroes, and each team get 2 heroes they can ban. So it's really nice because there is a lot of direct counters, or if like there's an oppressive character right now. There's Sojourn is so oppressive, she makes the game so unfun, or she's very overpowered right now, you ban her, and then you don't have to go against her. Or say you're on like a very open, wide map like Havana, you can ban Widow, so then Widow's not going to be Widow's not going to be on the map, so it's not going to be as oppressive to fight against, right? Or say if you're a diva player, you want to play 5v5, and you don't want the fear of someone you winning the first fight, they switching to Zarya to counter you. You ban Zarya, so then they don't have that direct counter, which it's such, and also it allows the devs to find out what characters are problematic, even if they're not good. Like Sombra is not a good hero. She just got nerfed the last patch, but people don't like fighting against her. Her like base kit is not fun to go against. So I'm hoping they rework her in the future, but she has such a high ban percentage, even though she's not that good. So hopefully they take a look, which they said they will. So hopefully she gets a rework. Hopefully it supports Sombra. Next season we have map voting, which is very great for competitive. It's more of a way to choose the way you play, which is awesome. Especially if you want to play a certain map, you got to choose Twisted 3. I'm a Lucio player, so I'd love to vote on Lijiang, be able to play that map, guaranteed, which would be awesome. That's a really big thing. I'm curious how they pan it out next season, which is in a few weeks. But and then next, this was really big last season. Perks were introduced in the core base of Overwatch, adding 4 new abilities for every single character, to major and minor, and they can help choose the way you play your play style. So I'll give you an example. Lucio's minor perks are either you get a 15% buff boop, so meaning it will boop your enemies farther, or you can have your amp going, it will automatically trigger amp even if it's off cooldown during your ult, which both can be great. Boop is really great if like you have a diver and you need them back off a little bit, or the ultimate is very great, so if you need to pump out an insane amount of healing, you just use your amp, Then you can pop it down, you get amp for I think like 8 seconds, like double what you normally get with ult, which is awesome. So you can amp heal and get an insane amount of heals. It really helps you customize and choose your character and how the way you play, and it does impact gameplay or a decent amount. And none of them feel too overpowered or too less powered. And the ones that did feel too less powered, they got changed, which is really awesome. There's so many great ways they're adding to approach, and I'm truly passionate about this game, and I really want it to succeed. And they're making all the right calls, everything. I think the only thing that's truly blocking it from absolute greatness is the reputation, which a lot of people tend to write Overwatch off, and even if they haven't played it, as like, oh, that game's bad, I've heard bad about it. And I completely understand for the people who wanted PvE and we didn't get that. And I don't know if we'll ever truly stray away from that, because it was such a hyped thing that a lot of people wanted. But I think that we will be possibly, if we're not in a golden age right now, this year we will hit a golden age where everything will feel awesome, which it already does right now to me. But just to have that resurgence, like kind of when Overwatch 2 came out, we had a lot of new players, which was really awesome, seeing people learn through the game again. And as Marvel rivals keep on continuing to make the wrong decisions, no secrets, I think we will be heading into a greater year for Overwatch, honestly, because last year wasn't amazing, there wasn't a lot of content, but now we're just getting it like there's no tomorrow. So, I mean, that's my opinion. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. I would really appreciate it if you like, subscribe, and if you want to play with me or chat with me, just join my Discord, link in the description. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Later.